And he always, every time we had taping, every single week, he would always copy my dad.
Yeah,
His
that was very
voice.
good.
Yes,
You
yes.
can easily copy Bugs's voice.
So I used to watch them. They used to have shows for Ateneo.
Yeah.
Um, Noel, Subasa Noel, Tito Gary, and
yeah, we had fun.
Mitch
Mitch
Valdez,
Valdez,
yeah.
Sherry Hill. We had this show called Champoy before.
yeah,
also.
Champoy.
And it was such a big hit. And
They should bring it back.
Yeah, wasn't there a reunion or or
Yeah.
they showed it recently?
Executive Champoy. We did it, but it's not the same thing anymore. So,
But was it the same people, same characters?
yeah, but the scripts was being done by other people. So before we used to do it ourselves.
Yes.
And the music, Eddie Gatchalian, Noel, they're very good composers. Now a friend of mine who was one of the composers of that theme song,
Yes.
that composer friend of mine, I will not name
Yes.
him. He's a composer, a very good composer, but he died already. Now he's decomposing.
No wonder you didn't want to name him.
So do you think your wife fell in love with you because of all your jokes? I mean, how would she ever know if you were serious or not?
Yeah, what does your mom say?
No, he.
I mean, how did you court her?
Well, by force.
Yeah, because you were
But
the
she
manager.
every night she always laughs at me.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when I take off my underwear.
Okay.
No, but well, I'd like to thank her again for giving him to
Of
me.
course.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Such a beautiful son.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a-
So you're like friends.
Yeah,
Yeah,
best
yeah.
friends.
So are your
We're
friends
friends.
like that with their fathers?
No, actually, some. Pero ours is different kasi we get to talk about everything talaga, me and my dad.
Do your friends like hang out in your house because they know your dad's gonna be there and he's gonna be a barrel full of laughs?
Yeah, sometimes,
No, they strung
Or
up
is
there.
he-
I don't.
is he strict?
No, I'm
no,
not.
very lenient, my dad.
The mother is strict.
Really?
Because usually, you know, if you're a comedian and everything, you make everybody laugh. And then sometimes when you go back to your house, you're strict with your own family.
Yeah,
He's more of the lenient type talaga.
I'm very lenient. But he shouldn't do anything
Yeah,
bad.
I don't,
Like,
he knows that.
I'll get really mad if he gets
Yes.
into mention of drugs and
Yes,
little things like
yeah.
that. Or,
So
You're really
what's the one
against
thing he
that.
has done that you majorly got mad at him for in the past?
plenty.
Plenty?
Pero mostly kasi when I lie, he doesn't like that. He knows
lies,
eh.
He lies. That's what. And then
And
I
you
know
can
when he's
tell.
lying. Yeah, I know. I know.
He can
How
tell
can you tell
eh.
when he's lying?
Like what? Where
I
did
know.
you go?
Instinct.
Instinct.
Instinct. He lies. He lies. And
So it's hard to get away with lying.
Yeah, very.
So why do you bother?
I can easily
Sometimes I
see.
know it.
See him. You tell me the truth, or else I'll stop his allowance. I don't give him money or anything like that.
He does
But
that
if
talaga.
it's nice, even if it's very hard for me, if he wants something, I know he likes it. It's very expensive, but I do. I manage to buy it for him because he's my son.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
but you know what's so sweet? Usually fathers are not so close to their son; they're closer to their daughters.
yeah.
But it's so nice, like you're really friends, like you're buddies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you can tell.
Yeah, you can really tell. I mean, he keeps spanking his dad.
Right.
You
Like,
know?
boom.
Like, ganun kami, we get to talk talaga a lot.
And you can ask him, like, you can ask him about girls.
Yeah, that's what we talk about.
You mean you talk to
Can
your
you-
dad about your girl?
No, not naman my girls.
Just girls in general.
Girls in
Talk to him
general.
about my girls before also.
Before.
Before,
Before.
last month, last year.
Last week.
Ask
Oh,
Last
how,
night.
how was I courting before?
Yes, yes.
Because, and I tell her, I talk to him about my good old days in Ateneo, where most of my friends there, really am rich in friends.
Yes,
I have
yes.
so many friends. I think all of the congressmen have friends. I have all kinds of ethnic friends. I know all their traits. Like the Chinese, I know most of the trick. This you don't know. Why don't the Chinese use this finger?
Why?
Because it's mine.
And on that note,
I was so afraid it was gonna be some,
a
you know.
racist joke.
No, or something green or something.
No, I already warned
Oh.
him. I said, Tito Gary, we're MTRCB. Ready when the show started. So, because he's like, we can cut. I go, no. There's no cut here. Yeah, but we'll have more of Gary Lising and Bugsy Lising when we come back. So don't go away because he's got much, much more in his pocket.
We're back here on the She Said show with Gary Lising and Bugsy Lising. And before that, we'd like to give you some presents. We have some soap and hot chocolate with agaricus from Classic Herbs Corporation.
Wow.
Thank you to John J, Tita Lillian, and Tita Cora. And this is for you, Bugsy. And we'd also like to thank Tony and Guy,
Yes, Tony and
Cherry,
Thank you, Cherry,
TJ,
TJ,
Kai.
Wendell, Tere.
yes, and thank you very much to them. Thank you very much also to SM Department Stores for our clothes. And I'd also like to thank Dr. Levy and Dr. Anna Lansangan of Shimian, Manila.
And thank you to R&M, Francis Maligan Shao, for the dried mangoes
Thank
and
you.
dried pineapple.
Yes, thank you also to Mert Besa of Besas.
Thank you to
Chocolate con agaricos.
Yes.
Is this the soap?
Well, if you want to be chocolate
flavor.
colored.
That works too. Tita Gary, so before you were working with the station in New York, what were you doing? Why were you in New York? What brought you there?
I studied comedy in New York School of Comedy.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? So like the stand-up and like the Chicago
No, it's,
City Limits?
actually no, it's script writing.
Script
joke
writing.
What
writing.
brought you to New York in the first place? Your family was there?
No,
or
no, I just went there because all of my friends were there. I decided to
To go there also because your
go
friends
there,
were there?
yeah.
Okay, so you were living in the
I went there on a
Philippines.
tourist visa. We were so
Oh.
scared, di ba?
Yes, yes.
So they asked me not to be calm only, you know. So, you know, they also laugh at me there eh. Kasi nakakatakot yung first time mo pumunta.
Yes, yes, yes.
Di ba
Immigration.
nila? They look at your visa and said, Filipino. Are you a natural born Filipino? Good.
Yeah.
I said, no sir, cesarean. Ganun
So
ba?
they laughed and of course
Yeah,
they
well,
didn't ask you anything
They
anymore.
just smile like that. Yeah. Okay, okay. That's it.
You mean you went there on a tourist visa with the intent of studying there?
No,
Or just-
working first.
Working.
Yeah.
Where were you gonna work?
Anywhere, anywhere.
How
We-
old
I-
were you
So
then?
fresh out of Ateneo, you
fresh
flew
out
to-
of no, it's like this. I used to be after graduating from Ateneo, I work in Groliers. I was one of the top salesmen of books, the encyclopedia.
Yes,
What's this,
yes, yes.
encyclopedia.
Yes.
Right.
They said I was such a hotshot.
Sales.
Sales-
You used
salesperson.
comedy, of course, to sell all those
I
encyclopedias.
did not. I only used my
Skill.
school book. Look,
Really?
all my players in Ateneo, and all my the school, the ages. It's a graduation book.
Right.
All of my classmates are their address. I went to all of them, and all of them bought from me.
Wow.
You know, and from there on, it went up. My God, I sold so many.
How much was a set of encyclopedias before?
Yeah, it's expensive.
I think it's
Now,
about
yeah.
before it was only about 3,000.
Wow, but that was a lot.
Yeah, that was a lot then.
Yeah, 3,000.
And in one day, I sell about 20, 30, 40. It went on for 3 months,
Really?
and Groliers was so impressed with me. I said, my God, you're a hotshot. We can send you to the States.
Oh, so they sent you there.
They sent me there.
They
For-
sent
for
you
a
there for what?
prize?
For scholarship?
No, for training in Groliers International in New York.
Oh, okay.
So they told me, when I went there, I reported to them, and they said, okay, we'll test you out. Oh my God, I was going to sell books there. I cannot sell book in the States. I don't know anybody there.
Right.
Yes, yes.
So just the same
I
you did
didn't.
the
So I
training.
I went to the training, and then I quit immediately. I stayed there already.
So
And
who
then
did you stay with when you got there?
with my Ateneo friends.
Oh, I thought you were staying in Lexington in the penthouse. I was so impressed, Lexington. So you stayed with some friends, and then
In New
some
York,
of them
yeah.
were in comedy school, or
No, they were working. Like Joe Abilino was working in the Philippine National Bank.
right?
I was with Jody Diazis, Ben Camino. They were my classmates, and we used to stay in the west side.
Right.
And all of them were working. So I decided to work. I did odd jobs. I work in an accountancy firm. I work in Starbucks. I work in Everywhere.
Was Starbucks already back then?
No, no, not Starbucks.
Like a coffee shop. I was gonna say.
Coffee shop,
wow.
coffee shop. I
Yeah.
always say Starbucks.
Yeah, it's okay.
Coffee shops. I became a waiter in Tad's Steak.
Oh.
You remember Tad's Steak?
Yes.
I love their steak. There's so I don't mind if they pay me or not. So,
You
Because
get
you had
food
free
every day.
steak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They feed you.
every day.
You get to order from the menu, right?
And right then,
And then how did you
it's like-
stumble across
There was
the
a big
course
ad.
in-
They were asking for. No, and then I studied. I studied after using my money from earnings from odd jobs, and then I saw this ad. I already had this knack for joking even when I was in college. I was a joker already.
In school.
like
it's
you
not
were the
the
class
name.
clown and
And I write scripts also. I did some, so I tried it. That's when that Irving joke came out.
Yeah.
So it was fun. And then one thing led
wasn't
to
it
the other.
expensive though being a foreign student? Like you said, you went to school there.
Mhm.
So as a foreign student, the average is like $300 per unit, right?
Yeah, but I think it was worth it because I liked it. I like
So
doing
all
it.
the money you earned from the
From-
odd jobs is
yeah.
what you used for the education. Well, so what did you take up there? Script
Comedy,
writing.
comedy writing.
Comedy
writing.
And how long was the course?
Oh, 1 year.
1 year. What school?
New York.
NYU?
NYU, yes.
NYU, right.
Comedy writing. Do we have comedy writing here?
We
No.
should.
We should.
It's
also.
just the
we should
general, yeah.
So right after comedy writing, which was a year,
Yeah, we should say there was no job again. I got another job working with this accountancy firm.
right.
They thought I was overqualified. I said, no, never mind. So I took it anyway. And then I saw this ad in the newspapers, New York Times.
For
And
NBC.
I went there, yes. My friend Joe Bellini said, go. You might make it. So,
Yeah.
There's nothing to lose. So I did.
Right. So after NBC transferred to Burbank, did you come back to the Philippines?
No. I stayed.
You stayed on in the
I
States.
stayed on. And then I worked odd jobs again. I worked so many. Since then, I was really confident of myself already. I was already an American citizen.
Right.
Ah.
Yeah. And then,
Bugsy was born here.
Yeah, here.
yeah, I was married there. Di ba?
Yes, yes.
Oh. I married.
For the papers. Or for love. For love.
Papers
I
and love.
married
In love for papers.
the daughter of
The daughter of
ambassador
the ambassador.
Oh, I'm sorry.
to the United States.
Yes,
Oh.
yes.
Lopez, Salvador Lopez.
So you got her through
SP
comedy
Lopez.
also.
No, she's very intelligent.
Yes, yes.
So super
Tita Laura.
intelligent.
Mhm.
She's a linguist.
Right. But then again, to be a comedian, you have to be intelligent as well.
Of course.
Because
Not so, but
You have to be witty.
you have
Yeah,
to be witty and
witty.
quick.
Yeah.
You're super like quick. So
Yeah.
were you always like a comedian, or did you discover you were funny at an early age, like elementary, or you found?
No, I was my father's first joke. Because when I am not really like this. When I was born, I was such an ugly baby. That when the doctor took me out of my mother's womb, the doctor took one look at me and slapped my mother.
Okay, so and you were making all your classmates laugh in grade school?
Yeah, grade school up to college, up to high
to
school,
now.
up to
Yeah.
now, still. And
So did you get into
sometimes,
trouble with your teachers?
yeah, yes, so many
All
times.
the time?
So many
Like
times.
teasing. Shut up.
But you know, you make everybody laugh and then everybody will cheat while everybody's laughing.
Yeah, like I remember Father McPhelan. My subject was corporation finance. First day of class, they said you have to impress him. Once you impress him, you'll surely pass no matter what. So that's what's in my mind. And I say, we went to the drop. My name is Father McPhelan. Our subject is corporation finance. Does anybody here know what finance is? So of course me, I had to impress him. Oh, stand up, young man. Okay, what is finance? I'm very confident. My voice is
Yes.
big pa. Finance, Father, is one of the sacraments. It washes away your sins. Get out! After that, no matter how much I studied, he failed me. It is so unfair.
What do you mean your voice was big then? Like now your voice is.
Soft spoken.
No, not so. I have a big voice when I.
Very loud voice.
Loud voice
Yes,
when
a loud
I.
voice.
When you
Are
get
mad.
mad,
No, when I recite,
right.
I'm confident. always say these things.
Yeah, like he was so quiet earlier, and then they told him to plug something, and suddenly his voice was so
I
loud.
know, and so funny.
Yeah.
Like in school, I still remember those things that's happened to me. I had this teacher, Mr. Katigbak. He's a teacher in world history, and nobody can answer the questions. He was so mad. I'm going to ask one more question. If nobody can answer this, I'm gonna flank the whole class. So you're so scared that he might
Yeah.
call you.
Yeah,
You is hiding. Who signed the Magna Carta? Lising. I got so scared. I said, I was not the one, sir. Wala. It's a good thing he laughed. So
So you passed.
I'm thinking, yeah,
Yeah,
it would be nice to
yeah.
have a classmate like him in school.
Yeah.
you ask my
You know,
classmates.
you're
You ask my
lively.
class when they see the sections already. They
Yes.
find out where I am.
And they look for you.
They
And then they
change
sign up in
sections.
your class.
Yes.
So how
I
do you
probably
go to
would
reunions?
also.
Do you go to your school reunion?
Yeah, I do.
Is it a fun experience?
in Ateneo.
Yes.
He does shows nga for
Oh, you do shows
we
for
do.
them.
I used to MC all the.
You MC all the
Ateneo shows also.
all the
Reunions.
reunions.
Bugsy, how was it like growing up, being known as the son of Gary?
Yeah, you're always
Was
the
there
son, the
pressure
son,
like
the son.
be funny?
Yeah, I always won the most friendly award, funniest guy in class award because of my
Oh,
dad.
funniest guy.
Yeah.
Meaning you
See?
have it too.
I mean, you can be friendly, but funny is a different thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can be funny once, but not like him.
We sometimes we MC the father and son in Ateneo.
Yeah,
di
we
Ah.
that's a great
ba?
for.
That
Pero pressure, yeah, because
was fun.
when
People
they know na
expect you to be
I'm
funny,
leasing
right?
it. You're the son of Gary leasing, yeah. So among everyone in the class, I'm the only one or leasing. I'm the only one they remember
Right.
leasing.
Do you
Or
ever?
even like when you're signing something and leasing, did they say, oh,
Oh,
leasing,
daddy
are
mo
you-
ba si Gary leasing?
Yeah.
They will like,
So, did you ever have a teacher who knew him and who also taught you?
Your teachers or my classmates.
Yeah, or your classmates. So, what
Yeah.
would they say about your dad?
They also failed him.
the penance,
No.
the finance guy failed him.
So, how is it that you walk around and then people notice him and then they get this autograph?
This is one
Yeah,
thing. I
he
don't
doesn't-
like
he
to
doesn't
be
like that,
noticed.
eh.
Ah, you don't like it?
Why?
Like, when we're at malls, si Gary leasing, just go say.
Why?
I cannot have any. I like privacy. Whenever I like to eat in turo-turo,
Yes.
I don't want to be disturbed. When I'm eating turo-turo, they come to me. Picture. I really hate that. But it's part of being a celebrity.
Yes,
They-
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's what I told him nga eh. He
So your
entered that
pet
line.
peeve is when you're eating, you don't
Like to
don't
be
want
No,
to be
especially-
bothered.
In general, he
I-
doesn't want to be
In
known.
general, I don't want to be.
Mm-hmm.
They ask you, stop you in your tracks, No, I accommodate them. Take pictures.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're not working,
But
you
what
want
I
your
what,
privacy.
what I do, which I'm very proud. I go to the battlefronts. You come with us in Malay Sakawan. You
Yes,
were
yes,
with
yes,
me.
yes, yes, yes.
Di ba?
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
remember you. Hindi ba we entertain troops in the battlefields?
Yes, yes.
I remember you
Yeah,
were
we
with
had
me.
shows for the soldiers.
Oh, and the soldiers love me. Oh.
Yeah.
We do it in the front lines, right?
Yes.
We built up stage and give entertainment to the soldiers.
Yeah, and I rode a tank.
Yeah.
All these pictures with the tank. Yeah.
I remember
We had
you
so
were
much
with us.
fun.
And now I did that up to now.
Really?
Yeah, he
I'm-
still goes
I
every
still
year.
goes every year to entertain them. That's why the soldiers love me.
Oh.
You know, that's why I bring
How
entertainers.
come you don't bring me anymore?
I don't see you anymore. This girl is the best friend of your Tita Pinky.
Yeah. So we used to go, Pinky Marquez.
Hi,
They were like,
Pinky.
hi Pinky. They were all like all singers, and then I'm there with them, and we used to have all these shows with soldiers. And sometimes it would be very dangerous. Yeah, because okay, you can't have a show in this, in this auditorium because there are people bombing, and then there are
Oh,
people
wow.
That's true.
shooting in the
Very
streets.
scary.
So we would have to have it in the barracks or somewhere hidden.
But I'm very proud of that because if you have to do something, that's the only thing I can do for my country, which
Yes.
I am capable of, entertaining the troops.
Yes.
Because these troops are giving their lives for us.
Right.
you know,
Yes.
And that's why it hurts me to see any soldier, bad soldiers like that. That's why, like this Marcelino, that colonel who is who apprehended these drug pushers,
Mhm.
I really believe in. I had to work with him. He's very good.
Yes.
Oh, you know
We need
him.
people like him.
So how nice to know that you still do shows for, Alay sa Kawal shows.
Yeah, I'm with the army. I'm very close to General Esperon, General Leano.
Oh.
But the bright side is that they give me membership in all the golf clubs.
Oh, you play golf.
I play
Eh,
You
golf.
as well?
No, I don't play golf.
Are you good?
So do you go with him to the shows? Alay sa Kawal
Some-
shows?
No,
It's a
not
very,
yet. Pero
it's a
other
very
shows,
nice
yeah.
experience.
He's still in school, so
Ah.
we're just yeah. Well, Tita Gary, so far looking back, your career, what do you think? What experience or what show comes to mind when you think of like the best one so far?
Well, the best show that I had so far in my life was Champuy.
Yes.
It was fun all the way.
Mm-hmm.
With the camaraderie, with Shiri Hill, Noel Subas,
Mm-hmm.
Etiquette Salian, John Urbano, Leo Martinez, all
Mitch
of-
Valdez.
Mitch Valdez, and Tessie Tomas.
Tessie
You know,
Tomas. Ah.
That's jump-started our careers in showbiz.
So wala
It
pang
was-
mga people, usually in the set may mga pa-star, ganyan, wala pang mga
Di sa
ganyan.
amin,
wala
walang
pang
pa
diva-diva.
star noon eh.
They were all the
that's-
same
that's
footing.
the
Everybody was
beauty.
working hard
Yes.
together.
And, it's funny, you look forward to taping.
Yes,
And,
yes.
That's nice, and you
And
look forward to
Eddie
taping.
Gatzelli is a genius in making medleys. Ang galing nun eh.
Mm-hmm.
But,
So did you ever dream of like going back to the States and using,
no,
putting your
nasa,
talent to use there?
we're not spring chickens anymore, so I decided to stay. I want to watch my son grow.
And you have a new baby.
Yeah, you're 4-year-old.
Yeah.
You have a baby. Yeah.
He has a baby, no. No, you have.
Oh, you're
a
the one
baby
who
sister.
adopted.
No,
No, my
your
mom.
Your mom. Okay, so you have a
Her
baby to
her
take
name is
care of.
Mandy. She's
Mandy.
pretty. She's very pretty.
Oh,
Very.
wait, and Bugsy.
She was named Mandy because she was born on Tuesday.
So, but you do know her real birthday, right? Because when she was born in the hospital, she was delivered to you guys.
Yeah, it's in the papers.
Oh, okay.
So how does it feel? Does it make you want to have your own?
No, hindi naman kasi I have her na, so parang we just play around with her.
Do you
She's
know how
very
to
cute.
change diapers?
Yeah, I learned na.
Yeah.
I learned.
And you can feed.
I can
you
feed
can make the
and-
milk
yeah.
and everything.
Do you-
Actually, I make the milk at night. So.
Really?
Di ba,
Good for you.
you breastfed her?
Wait, so does she sleep beside you?
Yeah, now, recently.
Really?
Really?
That's so
Because she's born
sweet.
But if you should see her, she's very pretty.
Really?
You wouldn't have when she was a baby. She was ugly, but now look at
sweet.
her.
Well, I mean, when she was a baby, she wasn't good looking.
She was okay na. She was okay na. But not
Okay,
as cute as
then
now.
when she grew
But
up,
and now she's very smart. She
Yeah, she's very smart. Witty rin.
Well,
she's
that
very
comes
witty.
from
She talks.
her surroundings, so
so
that's
she's
good.
4. When is she turning 5?
She's turning 4.
Oh, she's turning 4.
Happy birthday.
I mean, that imagine that the mother just left her in the hospital.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the mother
They're-
left her there so that she can have a better life with you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Well, of course, that's
Yeah,
always better
she
than
just-
abortion.
yeah.
She just left.
Yes.
Leave her there.
Well, at least
Rather than
Mandy is
ending her
happy
life.
with you guys. Wait, Bugsy, do you think you'll ever go back to showbiz? I mean, since you were there and on TV and you had a good experience.
Yeah,
I mean, you're gonna finish
Oh,
your
hopefully.
optometry soon, right?
After optometry.
You might go back.
Maybe.
Has the
now
acting
for
bug bitten you?
a bit.
A bit, yeah. So that's
You
okay
know,
with you, Tita
being
Gary?
an optometrist